following show features stupid opinions and ideas from two idiot brothers who probably did little research and practiced zero due diligence on the topic at hand. The MLObros' opinions do not reflect the views of their employer, guests, sponsors, families, neighbors, or pets. If you do not like what they are saying and don't agree with their views or opinions, don't watch the show. We can promise we do not care. Welcome to the worst show on the internet.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Isaac.
What's going on, man?
Oh, Facebook blew up today, buddy. We have to talk about something today.
Youngstown drama with Pride Month, along with someone from, what was it, 27?
21.
21, posting about straight pride, which ballsy move this month. No pun intended. But
yeah, we're going to get into all that real fast. You were an advertisement real fast. So
advertisement.
I'm excited. I'm chomping at the bit to talk about this.
Our sponsor, what are our sponsors? Valley Insurance Group. Call them home or auto quote for insurance. Give them a call. Also, the MLObros. We're real estate agents. We're loan officers. Big news today came out. We can now be loan officers and real estate agents for you when you buy a house. We can work on the same transaction. State of Ohio allows it now. We can do both. So if you want to say screw you to Luke and not use Luke and just use me for your real estate and your mortgage needs, I'll help you out. If you want to say screw you, Isaac, I'm going to use Luke for my mortgage and my real estate needs. We can do that too. Whatever you want to do, we'll do it.
Or maybe use one for the other. It doesn't matter. We're a team. Yep.
If you call us, you say, hey, I want you guys to take care of me. One of us will be our loan officer. One will be a real estate agent, whatever you prefer. But Luke, let's get into it. So what happened?
All right, here we go. So I have some stuff to pull up, and then we'll kind of go from there. So first off, it started with a post today from this lady, Madonna Jean is her name. She's a community relations director for WFMJ. Okay. What is the definition of a community director? I'd like to start there.
Communications director.
No, community relations, not communication, community relations, because that is important. So, hold on, let me share the screen here. Okay, I'm pulling it up. I'm trying to pull it up. You there?
Yeah. Right. What does a community relations director do? A community relations director. Wait, go back. Community relations director manages the relationships with the populations and communities surrounding the company or organization. This position differs from a public relations director in that a community relations director focuses on cultivating positive relationships with local residents and businesses.
That right there. Remember that sentence. Cultivating positive relationships with local residents and businesses, right?
For example, a community relations director at a hospital may develop informational programs at an area recreational center about preventative health measures recommended once you reach a certain age. Job duties include organizing local events, attending community meetings, and creating programs for community outreach. Here's the thing. Pretty sure the gay community, LGBTQ, whatever community is part of the community. You know?
Okay, right? So that's important.
Yeah.
Okay, so
whether you like it or not, whether you agree or disagree with it, they're still part of the community.
Donna Jean, and also, I don't know if you've ever seen, she has a show. So she's not just some backstage lady. She has a show on Sundays, like called Community something or another. Let me pull up. I actually have her page. Hold on here, Isaac. I did a little research because I was so excited about this. Here we go. Wait. Wrong one. Sorry. Hold on. Here we go. So this is from the WFMJ page. Madonna Chisholm Pinkard, community relations and host of Community Connection. So she has a show. Community Connection airs at 6:30 a.m. on Sunday mornings on 21 and 11 a.m. on the WBCB. Okay. She is also an instructor at YSU, which I believe you knew.
Which is fun. Yeah, I'll talk about that later.
Okay, and she is affiliated with many civic and volunteer organizations. She's a currently member of the Trumbull County League of Women Voters, like Urban League, Dress Success Board. Like she's active in the community, right?
Yeah.
Madonna coordinates all station community relations between WFMJ, WBCTB and television and local communities in Mahoney County. So she's responsible for working with the community. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. So, Madonna. So Madonna today, let me make sure I get the right one. Posted this. Okay. Can you see it? It's tiny.
Celebrate straight pride. It's natural. It has worked for thousands of years, and you can make babies. Yikes.
Okay. This is her personal page, but look at the top left. What does she have there as her logo?
Oh, so that's her personal page, but it's 21.
Right. And then you go to her other page here. Community relations director, your local link. You see what I'm saying?
Man, it gets hairy because it's her personal page, but she's using 21 WFMJ. And that means that somebody out there who didn't like that went to her personal page and then was like, I know how to show her. I'm going to call 21 because that's their picture and they're going to be pissed. So I'm going to get her.
But now here's the thing.
Either.
This is what I saw. Okay. But maybe we're missing something because WFMJ, after this went down, made this post. So maybe she did it from the business page. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's watching.
That didn't say the business page. That was her personal
right.
page.
But look, why would WFMJ say this?
Dear WFMJ viewers, early this morning, WFMJ management was made aware of an unauthorized social media post by a WFMJ employee. The post has since been removed. WFMJ is conducting an investigation into the unauthorized post. We are concerned by this incident and are moving forward with a thorough investigation.
I'm wondering if she posted it on WFMJ page first. Something's weird. Why would WFMJ make that page?
But it doesn't say on their page. It says from an WFMJ employee.
Unauthorized post. Oh, unauthorized social media post. Does anybody know if she did it on her personal page? Because that's a big deal. That's not a big deal, but boy, if she did it from the WFMJ page, she's done. But if it was a personal page, she could argue a little bit.
Because it's your personal page. I don't understand why you would have your logo
I don't know.
or your profile picture as WFMJ.
Yeah, that's a problem. And then she posted this after the heat came down.
I apologize for the post that offended one of our viewers. I have removed it, Madonna. Why? Old people on social media are so funny. Why did she put her name in there? You don't have to put your name in there.
I apologize for the post that offended one of our viewers. I have removed it. The way
Madonna.
Here's the thing. The way I read it is she's like, hey, I'm apologizing. I offended one of our viewers, right? But some people are reading it like, I'm sorry, my post offended one viewer. You know what I mean? It's
I'm sorry, one person was offended.
Exactly. It looked like she doubled down.
Right.
Oh God. Okay. Joe Cochran says
it wasn't her personal page. So then why don't we have pictures of it? I want to see somebody has the picture of it, text it to me, and I want proof that it was from.
No, Joe Cochran's definitely saying it's WFMJ. I don't know if anybody screenshotted it to prove it or what.
I would love a screenshot. If somebody texts it to me, 330-921-8978, text it to me if you have proof.
Wait, Stacy Lynn Willis is saying, can we please allow everyone watching insight when she came to my personal page and called me a racist in need of higher education. I want to be an influencer as well as go onto my friends' DM and attack and bully them, which all screenshots, which I sent to Stacey, right? And then she then later blasted us and said she was supported by FNJ and she couldn't be fired. Boy, send me those, Stacey. If you got them, send me the screenshots. Send the MLO Bros the screenshots. I would love to share those.
It's the thing is it's getting into he said, she said.
Wait,
stuff.
Lisa Toy's now saying she called me a racist and an uneducated white girl a few years back when she attacked the Youngstown Fire Department for white privilege. Dude, there's a little bit of it's starting to turn into not just he said, she said. It's starting to turn into a.
I will drop screenshots in your inbox. She has been bullying this for years. Which inbox? Do it to the MLO Bros messengers.
Yeah, send it to our message.
The MLO Bros messenger on Facebook, please.
She ain't never run into anybody like us before. I could promise you.
Here's the thing, man. I will say I don't personally know Madonna, but I've had a run-in with her in the past. So Madonna was O'Keel and mine when we were freshmen in college, 11 years ago, 2012, 2013. So I was 18 or 19.
Yeah.
He was our communications professor at YSU.
Okay.
Day one, fun story. Me and O'Keel walked in. We sat down, and we were waiting for our communications professor to walk in. O'Keel sat in front of me. I sat right behind him. Madonna walks in, black lady. O'Keel turns around and says, "Well, I got an A," and then turns back around, which is fun. But and here's the thing. I thought she was a nice lady. She seemed very sweet. Seemed like a nice lady, and I think that people make mistakes. I think people say stupid stuff on the internet. I say stupid stuff on the internet. Everybody says stupid stuff on the internet, and I think it was a slap in the face. I do. I think it was an intentional. Why would you post that this month? It's an intentional smart ass.
It's
a smart ass
month. Right.
Slap in the face. Yes, I get that. But at the same time, you have a right to think whatever you want. You have a right to think what you want. If it's on her personal page, that is a total different subject. You can say whatever you want on your personal page.
Isaac, that's not true. You can't say whatever you want on a personal page when it looks like this.
No, I think you can say whatever you want on a personal page, but you better be ready. Well, if 21 WFMJ is your profile picture, that's on you. You're stupid. You put your employers, but I think you should be able to say whatever you want, but the repercussions of the internet are also going to come for you.
Right. And you can say, like, I could literally say whatever I want on my own personal page. I'm not saying don't say, but you're going to live with that, right? So,
100%.
We don't really suffer because our employers know we're out there. We put ourselves out there. You know what I mean?
But we're not hateful. I'm pretty middle ground to do whatever the hell you want. I don't care as long as you don't hurt me. I'm not hateful towards anyone.
As an employee of a company, okay, this is what people get confused. You represent that company. If my wife, the teacher, went out and posted this, what do you think would happen to her?
Right.
Or what if or let's say a teacher.
The other thing is,
let's say a teacher goes out there, Isaac. A teacher goes out there and says, "I hate black people."
Right. But that's the thing. That isn't, at the same time, saying that isn't saying I hate gay people.
She's not saying I hate gay people, but she is definitely being a smartass during Pride Month.
Yeah, but I'm a smartass all the time.
But
I don't think that is. I don't think.
Are you in a community relations where you're supposed to be? Remember, you want me to pull up that definition again? Right. Where you're supposed to be relating publicly with the community. That is a direct reflection. She's a director.
See, here's the thing. At the same time, I don't think she should lose her job. I don't think people realize what they're doing by causing someone to lose their job. The internet is a hostile place, and it has crazy repercussions. And now this lady loses her job. I mean, I would feel bad. I feel bad if she loses her job, she loses her income, she loses everything that she's built her life because of a dumb post. People make mistakes, and I don't think that is right for her to lose her job. I really don't.
Unfortunately,
and this is the people she's attacking. The best thing you can do as the LGBTQ, the people that are preaching to love and not hate, is not attack somebody and not go after them and try and make them lose their job and kill them with kindness and prove them wrong and say, you just don't know what you're talking about. You don't understand us and you fear what you don't understand. Not try and take their job and fight fire with fire. I really don't think that's
this is an interesting point too. She signed an agreement on the topic. So my question would be, what does her business agreement say? You know what I mean about social media? Because a lot of companies have social media agreements and stuff like that. Hell, we left a freaking real estate company that we started. We were there for a month and we talked to the owner. The owner told us to shut down the MLO Bros because he didn't agree with what we did. We told him to fuck off. Excuse my language.
Right. Yeah.
Because why? Because he told, well, I don't agree with what you guys do. Okay, piss
Well,
off.
that was because real estate agents hate us because there are shady real estate agents out there, and they were complaining to him.
Yeah.
And then he was taking the heat. He was like, "Oh, these are new loan officers, or these are new real estate agents. They're not going to produce. This is a waste of time. I'm just going to cut it before it starts."
Boy, did he make a mistake.
Boy, was he wrong. That was a bad decision.
Good call. Good call.
Way to leave a crap ton of money on the table.
Yeah.
But
so look, people are really, dude, I'm getting.
She needs to lose her job. See, here's the thing.
This is something that happened repeatedly.
Tanya, are you a member of the LGBTQ? The community of tolerance and acceptance is the same community that is going to try and make a lady lose her job. Does that not sound at the same time, for all the rudeness she says, it sounds kind of hypocritical? At the like, there's always in politics and all this crap, there's always hypocrites in the mix.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull this thing up. That Stacy's
acceptance, tolerance. Even if she doesn't believe in you or doesn't believe whatever who you love or how you want to live your life, like, accept it and move on. Like, you're not going to win them all. People are always going to hate you. Like, but you know what? I don't think she should lose her job. Like, think what you want. I don't care. You're not hurting me. And as long as she's not but man, that is such a touchy subject, man, because she has her profile pictures, WFMJ, if she has some kind of contract.
There's a lot of layers.
Right. And it's not like the lesson here is the world's not black and white. It's not, this isn't easy discussion. This is really, really touchy topics, and it's really, really hard. And nobody's ever talked to Madonna. Like, Madonna might be a hardo on the internet, and she's actually a really sweet person. All the interactions I had with her in person were sweet.
Hard to read this, but here we go. I'll read this. This is on Stacy Willis's page.
I'll read it. I'll read it. I just had to comment on your meme. Since you're friends with all Caucasian, came down to WFMJ with your Trump signs and rhetoric during the election, and you commented how you were going to talk to your daughter about my sister, Kamala, becoming vice president.
Harris.
That's her sister?
No, come on, dude.
Got it. Yeah, I should know that. Well, she made history by serving as the resident's anesthesia. I thought I would point it out to you. She is the vice president, and I know you don't like it, so I brought it up to see how you would respond and who your followers are. I get their names and just document the comments they make and use it for my race relations classes I teach. Carry on. It's just such, like, the internet is such an awful, awful place. And lesson learned, don't fight people in the comments. Like, if there's any doesn't make you look tough, you just look like an asshole.
Oh, God.
I try so hard, too. It's so hard to not fight people in the comments. Luke struggles with it, too. He is bad.
Look. It was a business page. He's admitted it here. Read that.
No, sis. I still have you blocked from my personal page. This page is affiliated, with the station. And I like to see your comments and those.
Oh, no, it was
not good.
So she's admitting it's a station page she was commenting.
Why would you post that on the station page?
Oh, the plot thickens. So this is her personal page right here.
Man.
And then the Madonna Jean page is
it's like her WFMJ personality.
Oh, Madonna. What are you doing?
That is so dumb.
Oh, look. Ta-da.
Oh, that's brutal. That is really dumb. I don't know why you do that. Because, like, everybody knows your work page should be like just your promo shit, right? Just your this is all the good stuff I did. Nothing personal.
Jerry saying she was in the same sorority as Kamala, her sister. We got it, Jerry. Thanks. So here's my thing. This is what's driving me crazy about this whole thing. Okay. And I've gone over this for the last 4 years, and I'm going to keep going over it. Okay? I'm going to keep doing it.
Casey says this uneducated bitch knows how to screenshot. Hell yeah.
Okay, wait. I got to show you. Listen, you freaking rednecks. Everybody listen, because the people who are doing this, maybe they're not all rednecks, but the people who are saying, she's allowed to do that because it's a freedom of speech. She can say whatever she wants on her personal page. Isaac, after 4 years, do you know what freedom of speech is and the First Amendment?
The First Amendment protects you from the government.
What? You mean I can't just go and say whatever I want all the time?
The rednecks who love who love our rights and love their rights. Freedom of speech is not meant to protect you from other people saying dumb stuff to you on the internet or just anybody in public ever. Freedom of speech is to protect you from the government stopping you from talking about things that they're doing wrong. Like China doesn't let their people talk about them and then they just kill them. So it protects you from the government, not you from your neighbor.
Stop.
Like, you can't tell me what to do. Freedom of speech. That's not how it works.
You stupid people on Facebook. Stop typing. It's my First Amendment right to say that.
Freedom of speech.
Up.
You just sound stupid. That's not what it means.
You're so dumb. And so many people do that all the time. It drives me freaking. Like today, some guy with a dog photo was on there. I was arguing with him because I couldn't stop because he was like, she's got the freedom of speech to say whatever she wants on her Facebook page. She can't be persecuted by the company. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Drives me crazy.
It's to protect you from a tyrannical government.
Here you go.
The same reason. So the founding fathers were all about protecting you from the government. They wanted you, the same reason they wanted you to be able to say whatever you want to the government so that they can't take over. Same reason why they want you to have guns is to protect you from the government. Now the government has Apache helicopters, we probably lose, and I'm pretty sure our founding fathers didn't account for Apache helicopters and nuclear bombs, but point remains that they were doing this to protect the people from the government. We're not a democracy, we're a republic.
Right here. This is it right here. You are not going to jail, but you're not free from consequences right there. So if you want to throw out on Facebook, I want White Pride Month, and you throw that on your personal page, right?
Yeah, right.
You might get consequences from other people who have similar freedom of speech to say, hey, asshole, you can't, you know what I mean? Like, this is the way it works. Oh, I hate it.
And I honestly think it should be, like, I agree more conservatively. In the same breath of air, I agree that people should be able to say whatever the hell they want and deal with the consequences. I don't think there should be, like, Facebook censoring everything that you say, because then you run into issues with, I say, like, I'll post on Luke's page and be like, Luke, you're a big fat idiot and I want to run you over with a minivan. And then Facebook takes my post down because I said I want to run somebody over with a minivan, but it's my big brother and I'm busting balls with my big brother. I don't like the censorship. I think you should be able to say whatever you want and then let the internet burn you to the ground.
Right.
But I do not like the censorship.
And
but that's not freedom of speech. That's just censorship.
Yeah. And you could say now on to this a little bit more with this whole gay pride. Do you know why June is Gay Pride Month?
I saw something earlier, but I don't know.
Yeah, so there was a riot in like New York City, and like it was like the first time like the community really stood up against it, like, you know what I mean, the police and stuff like that. Because anyways, that's why it's in June. Okay.
Yeah.
There is, and another thing I get tired of is I get tired of redneck white people saying, well, I want straight month. And I the blacks get their month. I want a white month. Do you know why they have these pride months, Isaac?
I don't. Educate
Stonewall. Thank you, Leon. You don't. It's because
Stonewall Jackson?
No, not Stonewall Jackson. He's different. He had an awesome beard. Why do they have pride months? Because these people, including the blacks, including, like the
LGBTQ,
they have been suppressed. They have been attacked. They have been, pushed down. Shit, 200 and some years ago, the blacks were slaves, right?
Right.
That's why they have these pride months. It is nothing against white people. It is not against straight people. It's not saying, we have our own month. Oppressed. Again, thank you.
Okay. Playing devil's advocate, do you ever think there are situations where people take advantage and overplay the whole woke thing?
Oh, 100%. Disney totally overplays the woke thing.
Yeah, I think in the same breath, like just trying to get our viewers to understand that it's not, you don't have to politically ride with your team on every single topic that comes up.
100%.
Because I am 100% against hatefulness and let people live their lives however they want to live it, as long as they're not harming anybody else. But at the same damn time, I think that the woke stuff is getting out of control. Like, where does it end?
But here's the thing. So it's like
minor attracted person. Like, is that okay? Because that's what comes next.
Oh, there is a whole other side of that too.
Like,
right?
You can overdo it at the same time. Like, so where are we going to in a world if the LGBTQ were to have it their way, in a world without religion and judgmental people, right? Without religion, what's right and wrong? Where are you guys going to decide what's right and wrong? Who tells you what's right and wrong? At least the right can argue, hey, we have a book that tells us what's right and wrong. The other side, it is just up in the air, whatever the culture decides right and whatever the culture decides wrong. That's tough, man. That's tough.
The book that you're describing, though, in one breath, I don't know if you remember our argument with Pastor AJ.
It comes down to interpretation.
It comes down to interpretation.
Yeah. All the different books, whatever.
Right. In one breath, you say in the Bible, it says, love thy neighbor, love everybody. Jesus said, forgive everyone. Yeah. And then we have Pastor Gay a couple months ago saying, get the hell out of my community, you gay people.
Okay, Nicole, here we go. Okay. So we don't need religion to tell us what's right and wrong. Okay. But the argument would be, then what is your deciding factor for what's right and wrong? So you can and that's the thing. It's a slippery slope. So, and I'm not saying that anybody's wrong or right or whatever, but minor attracted person is the next thing that comes up. So I can't help it that I'm attracted to little kids. Is that acceptable? Like, where is the line in the sand drawn for what's right and wrong? You get enough people saying that's okay, that's okay, that's okay, and then everybody's saying, oh, it's fine now because everybody else thinks it's fine.
Yeah, I don't think it comes. I mean, it comes from the Bible. I think it comes from all kinds of different religions, not just the Bible. Right. I think it comes from people thinking I base the way I treat people on the way I want to be treated.
Right.
Right. I also think it's based on
treating other people the way they want to be treated is Bible. That comes from the Bible.
Yeah, but it's not just Bible.
That was straight up Jesus.
Yeah, well, yeah, but again, it's not just Jesus. It's just the way you want to
treat your neighbor like yourself. 10 Commandments. But all societies kind of accept. Same with do not kill. I think it's actually the interpretation should technically be do not murder, because at the same time you're allowed to
right. But again, it's I don't need the Bible.
No, Leah, seriously, tell me where you draw the line. You have to morally, how do you? That's my question for all of my friends that are super duper far left, and I have friends, but where are your lines at? If you don't have lines, we're just going with what culture. You could see how that could get hairy, right? Yeah, the Greeks and Romans, they decided to do all this crazy off the wall stuff, and then their society fell apart because of people getting lazy. Just crazy shit. That happened.
I guess when you talk about definitions, Isaac, I don't need somebody telling me, and I don't need the Bible telling me rape is bad, because rape is an effed up thing to do, right?
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to have the Bible tell me don't rape people, don't go around raping and murdering people, right?
Don't rape people because raping's bad. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Right. You shouldn't need, or punching somebody in the face. That's bad.
Minor attracted person is not a thing. It's a literal crime in every state.
Yes. There you go. Thank you, Judas. Said
the book of the Bible will tell you what morals are. You have no morals at all.
Right. I don't want to be raped, so therefore I don't rape people. I don't want to be murdered, so
But
therefore
I think, like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't, yeah,
tough.
I don't want to, I don't, it's,
But like, I think treating others how you should want to be treated is a great way to live your life. Like, in the left, you can hate. Like, I'm not the most religious person in the world, obviously not. But like, from an atheist perspective, if you just like look at the Bible, Jesus was not a bad guy. He was pretty chill, pretty nice to everybody, honestly.
But I don't know. Yeah, I'm just so. Anyways, I don't know where we're getting totally.
Your interpretation is based on who is reading it. Absolutely, 100%.
Fact.
You can interpret that. They were interpreting that a long time ago. You can interpret that into I can kill people if I want to because they don't agree. Like,
dude, and again, it's like we said, I'll keep talking about Pastor Gay J. For those of you who missed it, a while ago there was a pastor who attacked the gay community in Isaac, and I absolutely freaking blasted this dude. I mean, blasted him. He told him, just like there, you can interpret in the Quran. You can interpret. Yeah, and he was telling me he was challenging me to a Bible, a scripture thing, and I'm like, dude, I don't need to fight you with scripture. You're a terrible person to tell a group of people to get the hell out of. I don't need that.
I'm telling you, that pastor in the closet until I'm proven wrong. That is a closeted gay man. He is 100%.
I mean, the way he attacked, and then he kept doubling down. And people were like, Luke, why are you attacking this guy? We had his people calling us at night saying, you guys.
People were calling us. I was threatened into. I was called a fag lover or something. Like at 10:30 at night, trying to go to sleep. Called all these awful things because I called out Pastor AJ, and then his kids are getting made fun of at school. Because you're calling him gay and all this different stuff. And then we're like, okay, we're dropping it. We drop it. The next day he goes in a podcast and doubles down.
Little
like,
correct.
Dude,
someday that guy and I are gonna be in public and he's gonna freaking cower. Let's see here. He can
stay in the closet. We don't want him. I'm telling you, he's in there. He's in there deep. He's in there real deep.
So, anyways, I mean that's where we're at. So I'm curious to
100%
see
correct.
Let's take some guesses.
People keep trying to push Christian nationalism into America, claiming America was founded on Christianity when it was, in fact, the opposite. I'm pretty sure, Tanya. I'm pretty sure it was founded on Christianity.
Daniel John just said you don't want it. That's kind of funny. He said you don't want it.
That's not very inclusive, which is what you want. See, that is the thing.
Come on, Lee, that was a good one. Lee, that was a good one. That's not
very inclusive of you.
That was a good one. So anyways, what do you think's gonna happen to Madonna?
Man, I hope she doesn't lose her job. I really don't. I really don't. I think my thing to you, to everybody watching, is nobody wants you to be hateful. Nobody should be hateful on the internet, and just try and actually talk to people. If somebody's being an asshole in public, I think you should go try and befriend them, even though they're an asshole, and say, hey, listen, this is what I believe. This is who I am. Maybe if you get to know me, you won't be such a hateful asshole, and you'll realize that people in this world that are different than you aren't your enemy, or don't have to be your enemy. I just think that people need to talk more, be neighbors more, and realize that Facebook is not a good place for that kind of stuff. And just like get out there and actually talk to people. If anybody disagrees with me today, call me and I'll talk to you, and I'd love to have a conversation with you.
The problem is it's ignored and cover up the inbox. See, that for years, but I'm telling you, years. This is different now because Facebook has grabbed it. Facebook, as we have learned, is the ultimate judge and jury sometimes, good or bad, right, Isaac?
Right.
For public figures who do stuff like this. Does that make sense?
Right.
Like, because social media grabs it before, it was never there. Look at Nikki Frenchco, right? Up in Trumbull County. She was a complete train wreck. Why do you think she got so much attention and it was her downfall and she didn't get elected again? Because of social media.
It was too much. Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is it. So, anyways, my thought on this, Isaac. So I'm going to take this a different approach with Madonna in her position. Yeah. I know we don't want to get her out of her job. I know you don't want her to lose her job, this and that. But the bottom line is her job is community relations director, responsible for bringing the community together and representing WFMJ.
Yeah.
The gay community is a group that she should be reaching her hand out to in her position. She has now alienated the station because of that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm going to say she's freaking done.
Yeah.
Because she's not, like, you're going to leave her in that job, right? So then what happens down the road when somebody wants to do something with the gay community at WFMJ, right? Hey, well, let's talk to our community relations. That's going to be an issue.
Yeah, that's true.
That's going to be an issue.
She really screwed up when it's posted from the company page. Definitely.
Yeah. I'm just saying. And again, it's not fair. She made a mistake. I feel bad for her. You know what? I've made mistakes at jobs and I don't work there anymore. You know what I mean? Like, this is the way this works. It's a grown-up world, and you represent a company. Anybody working here, if you think you're safe on social media for posting stuff, your company is watching. They know. And if you make a post, you're going to get freaking fired.
And you better be damn good at your job if you want to talk shit.
Yep.
Because they won't fire you if you're really good at your job.
Yep. It's
Hold on. I want to read what Tanya says here. So I think this is Tanya going back to when she said that the United States government wasn't founded on any particular religion. I do not believe in the creed professed by the Jewish church, by the Roman church, by the Greek church, by the Turkish church, by the Protestant church, nor by any church that I know of. My own mind is my own church. All national institutions, churches, whether Jewish, Christian, or Turkish, Muslim, appear to be no other than human inventions, set up to terrify and enslave mankind and monopolize power and profit. That's awesome. Whenever we read the obscene stories and voluptuous debaucheries, the cruel, and to
cut off.
No, but I get your point. That's awesome. I don't know. Set up to terrify and enslave mankind. I don't think it was set up to terrify and enslave mankind. I think religions evolved with us because with religions come, yes, leaders are able to control them, but without religions, without people having moral compasses and being told what to do, chaos ensues. Because we evolved into having religion, because without religion, you don't think about what comes next, heaven or whatever, and you live your life kind of like an asshole. You start getting into that Nietzsche mentality of nothing matters, I'm in it for nothing but me, and everybody else can F right off. The world turns into a pretty dark place pretty quick. That's why religion's a thing. Whether you like it or not, that is why we have it. Now, the same time, I think you can interpret any religion in beautiful ways. I think religions are beautiful and good for humanity. I think people screw it up. I think the church is screwed up, which is kind of what he's saying. Or whoever that person is that wrote that. But yeah, I think a majority of the founding fathers were Christian, I believe, but I think you're right, where I don't think it was one particular religion that we were shooting for. Everybody's welcome. We're supposed to be a melting pot. That's what we are in the United States.
And it's like, but here's the thing that always drives me crazy with all this. If you don't like a group of people, just let them go. Like, what? Right. You know what I mean? Like, oh God.
Right.
Like, I am a freaking 45-year-old white dude with 3 kids, right?
Right.
From South Range, Ohio. Like, there wasn't a gay person, at least one that we knew about in our school. right?
I think there were 2 at South Range.
Okay, that's great. I traveled out. I traveled out into the world. I'm like, when I was on the cruise ship, I actually posted a video earlier about that.
Right.
Met all kinds of different race, religion, sexuality, and everybody, like, we're all similar in one way or another, right? It's like, but you don't have to agree with it, but to just
she's going to be, Vic
live.
says she's going to be fired, coming from a company page and most likely having a social media disclosure that she would have signed. Her post would be a violation of it, serious violation. I think she's screwed because of that. I think she's screwed. You can make an argument if it's coming from your personal page. You can believe whatever you want, but
right here, Tracy. Why is homosexuality so important? Exactly. As long as kids are left out of and it's like, I'll honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think having a drag queen go into a school, right, and read books. I don't agree with that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. Because if you want to bring your kid to like they do at Rust Belt, I think that's great. People bring their kids in there, right? And they have the drag queens read the books. That's great. That's your kid. You can do that, right? So I think there's a line there between all of that.
And I love Rob. I love Rob.
Oh, Rob's great. And when we had Rob on, you could watch. We had Rob. What was I forget his last name, from Rust Belt. Rob
or something.
Right. And he was cross-dressing and hitting on me the entire time, and he still does. I still get a
zaddy, dude.
I get a zaddy message from him all the time. Anyways,
right.
It's like this: if a dude and another dude want to get married and stay in a house together and be married and be miserable like the rest of us,
each other's butts.
Yeah, and you want to be miserable like the rest of us, or 2 ladies want to get married and knock yourselves out. Be miserable like the rest of us married people, right? Like, I mean, that's it. So yeah, it's crazy. I just can't.
Tanya,
I just see ignorance, man.
Tanya, no, dude. We want her to lose her job. She's a terrible human, not just to the gay community, but to many groups of people. She needs out. Tanya, all I want you to do is think whatever you want, but there's a whole lot of hate, a whole lot of anger in that comment, and if somebody doesn't agree with you, I want you to have a human conversation with them, or try to have a human conversation with them, and try and use love and communication and like actually getting to know them and trying to understand them, become friends with them so that they can understand you and change their mind, like not just be hateful, because then you're just proving them right in being hateful towards you because you're being hateful back. Like, end the cycle of hate and be better.
Right.
Like, I don't think.
I'm going to answer this one. Can I answer this one? Curious why you disagree with drag queen reading storybook. Okay. It's not what I said. That is not what I said. I said I disagree with bringing a drag queen into a community school and reading a storybook. Okay. That's what I disagree with. Why? Because I'm thinking of other people and other people's opinions. Because some parents aren't going to want their kids to have that. Some parents don't care, right? So it's a public school where there's all kinds of different parents with different opinions and how they want to raise their kid. You can't force that kind of stuff. Does that make sense? Like you can't. It's going to come off as, let me rephrase this. It's going to come off as you're pushing your woke agenda on us. So my suggestion is, I know Rob and Rust Belt, they read at the what's the one where we donated the money to, Isaac?
Yeah.
Full Spectrum.
Yeah.
They read down there. So I think if you want to bring your kids down there, I think that's great. There's a difference between a community school and not.
When we had Rob on the podcast, oh my gosh, I forget his stage name, but when we had her on, my internet wasn't working, and I would have loved to ask the question. And this is totally devil's advocate.
Dude,
like
Rob will come. We could ask Rob to come on next week if we want. Right. It might be good to have Rob go on.
Question would be, do you think it's at all confusing to a little boy that
Scarlett O'Hara
so sees what they assume is a pretty girl, and like, okay, that's a beautiful girl. I love that. I love this beautiful girl. And then as they get older, oh, that's not a girl. That's a guy dressed up as a girl, as a drag queen, do you think that's at all confusing to that kid? Like, I think, you know what I mean? Like, that's a genuine question, not hating in any way, shape, or form, but like, do you think that at all confuses a child?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I think but again, it's up to the parent to explain.
Because that's confusing to me. Like,
yeah, but I think it's up to the parent to properly explain it.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know Lucas knows what drag queens are, right?
Right.
I mean, it's like, it's like, I don't think he understands as a 13-year-old. I don't think he understands the aspects of the sexuality of it, right?
Right.
But again, okay.
But the argument would be there's not necessarily sexuality attached to it, which Correct. Is what I think the far right likes to attach. Is there is a sexuality attached to it,
right?
But I don't even know if necessarily there's a sexuality attached to it.
Surprised you think there wasn't? Did you listen to my whole thing? I said I was my point to saying South Range, there wasn't any gay kids in there, and I said that I knew of was because I was ignorant to it. That was my whole point. I was a 17-year-old kid, white kid from a class of 83 people, and you're ignorant to everything. We didn't have a black kid in our school, right?
I think we had one,
right? And it was like there was no openly gay people. That was the point. It took me leaving this area.
And here's the thing, Susie, too. The other thing, statistically, in our population, how many gay men are there? Like, statistically, if we were to actually gather the statistic, I think for gay men, it's 1 out of 100. So if you're graduating with a class of 100 people, like we were, there was one, which sounds about right. That's what I said. There were 2.
Yeah.
Like 1%.
Yeah.
Which is why if you want to argue something, like if you have a show on Netflix and every single show has a gay character in it, that's more than like the percentage representation of gays within our community. So why does every TV show have a gay person in it? That doesn't make any sense. Sorry, I'm not attacking anybody in Pride Month. It just statistically doesn't make any sense.
Sam Carden says, I guess my question is, that a lady gets fired or a post, can one of her opponents get fired? Absolutely, they can get fired. You can get fired for posting stuff. So if somebody says, if she said that, and then somebody says something opposite, and the business is like, they get fired 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And like, I want everybody to know, recently in the past 2 years, I made me and Shelby made a gay friend, and we're super close with him. Best thing in the world is being able to a gay guy being able to ask him all the questions you ever had and know that this person isn't going to judge you because they are your friend, and you can ask all the weird questions you've always wanted to, and there's no judgment, and it's just that's how you become friends with somebody, is you ask all the hard questions that you're too scared to ask, and then you understand that person more. And I love that. I love that about my friend.
Okay.
Right. I asked him today if my sunglasses I bought today were gay.
You're a bag of contradictions. It's really hard to follow it because here's the thing, Snow and Susie. Let me explain to you. The world isn't cut line in the sand and pick a side. We don't do that. You must be new here. We don't pick sides. We go with what we feel. We go with, it's not I do this, I support that. That's not how the world is.
I think the tribalism of our society and taking your sides and stepping your feet in the ground and saying, this is how I feel no matter what, because all these people are behind me. I think that's what's wrong with our society. I think you should be able to question both sides, stand in the middle, question both sides, and take some from their side and some from their side and say, you know what, on this one, I don't believe with anything you guys say. And just you independent thinker. So that's what you should be.
Exactly. Bingo.
Be able to stand in that crowd of people and say, I think we're wrong about this, and maybe we should think and head another direction because this is going in a dark. It's okay.
People struggle with that. You know that?
No, they do.
And that's why people struggle with us, because people on Facebook, and so they want. What do you guys think? What is your take on it? And I'll give an opinion of, well, I think this and I think that. I look at both sides, right?
And that's why people say stupid stuff that they don't mean all the time. All the time. And should you take that one person's opinion from that one moment in their life and say, I want to ruin their life forever because they said this one thing this one time. People say stupid stuff all the time that they don't mean.
We say stupid stuff constantly.
All the time.
I mean, go back and watch this podcast. We're saying dumb
and I think being more understanding to what somebody posted on the internet because they were having a bad day or something and judging their entire existence off of that Facebook page is dumb.
Yeah.
Give them a call, go have coffee with them and discuss with them and then judge if they're a piece of shit or not. Yeah. Because I'm sure there are people that are really good at advertising themselves on Facebook and making themselves look like wonderful people, and they're actually giant assholes. Because you know that happens, and there are those people out there that you know you've met them in person, and they are terrible people, but they masquerade all over the internet like they're fantastic people, and they never do anything wrong.
100%. Yeah, look, so yeah, I just can't, like, some of these people with it's like, oh, you know, that drives me crazy. You guys are confusing.
Yeah,
because we're confusing because we're talking about shit. We don't have a side. There's no side here.
I literally recorded. Yeah, that's awesome. I saw you.
Only in America were we divided. We're all fucking human. If you don't agree, that's okay. Just listen. You don't have to agree. Just live, love, fucking live. Exactly. Yep.
Personally, I could have done without her crap today. We were planning our Pride Day. I hope she is dealt with swiftly. I think she's out. Honestly, that if that was the work page, I think she's gonzo.
Especially if she broke policy.
Her opinion, probably a violation of WFMJ policy, but that is her own problem. Yeah, the policy is what's going to get her. That we're non-religious. That's why it was set up as separate of church and state.
No, that is one of the reasons why. But the other reason why, because England and everybody over in Europe was so connected to the church, and the church had corrupted everything so badly, they decided to separate church and state, Father.
Right. Opinions. We're entitled to that one. You're wrong. They were atheists and deists.
Deists.
All of them. Every single one of them.
What's a deist? Deist.
Because, I mean, on our dollar bill at the same time, one country under God, they were at least some type of religious. I mean, it's on our money, right? Yeah. Unless did that come later? Maybe that came later. That they put one country under God, indivisible.
Well, this has been entertaining and fun.
Why is someone's sexuality so important these days?
Dude, you're way back there. You're way back.
Yeah, I'm way up there. Sorry. Isaac, you say that because you hang out with a church of straight guys. There's like a gay around every corner. Yeah, right. My wife is much more.
Ben saying that was put on in the 50s to fight goddess communism. Really? That was added in 1955. Huh? Oh, godless.
Really?
Communism.
I didn't know that.
Wow, we're learning. Really? That is a great trivia question.
Added in the 50s to combat communism. I learned something every day. I did not know that.
Huh. There we go. Maybe.
But the more you dive into our founding fathers, they were such interesting dudes, and they knew everything that was coming. Like they knew everything that was coming except for technology. They knew that the reason we're a republic is because they knew that like mob mentality of the coasts and the big cities would be able to control everything, which is why we, each state counts as its own, has its own amount of votes. It was all set up on purpose. They knew that they were trying to avoid mob rule, which is why popular vote, like everybody looks, popular vote's most important. It really isn't. Nope. It really isn't.
Dude, look at that. Look at that comment.
She needs humbled. I think she's already been humbled.
But Donna doesn't. No, she's not humbled. She was doublet, dude. She's not humble at all. She's not humble.
I think she's gonna lose her job.
Yeah. Yeah, look, Chris says scary how much they predicted it.
Right. 100%. They knew it was coming.
She needs praise for voice. Okay, Nick. Here it is again. I'm gonna say this one more time. She can voice her real opinion on her personal page. She did it from a business page where she represents a company. Do you understand the difference? She's going to get fired because of that. So praise her all you want, but when she draws the line and steps over on a business page, that's the end. You can't
What did
do
Stan
that
Boney
to represent a company. I have no idea what you're
on the internet?
No, Nick, it wasn't. It was her business affiliated page. She has two. She has a personal page and she has a business affiliated.
It's her WFMJ personality page.
Yes, there you go.
What it was.
Represents,
so it was technically news station affiliated page.
Yep. Nick, check out the page that we posted. Like it's got like WFMJ and literally on her like profile picture. Like that's the difference. Like I don't give a shit what she does on her personal page, but when you represent a company,
that's why this show is awesome, because you can be a Democrat who sometimes identifies as Republican with independently conservative Mexican Americans.
Exactly.
We want you to be able to smoke weed while shooting guns, while getting an abortion,
literally,
and praying to all the gods at the same time.
Well, while raising a gay pride flag, we don't care, man. Whatever.
Right.
Yep. I mean, we smoke. Yeah. I mean, seriously, we're confusing it ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Like, are you liberal or conservative, Isaac? What do you say?
I'm definitely in the middle. I hate the names. Like I hate.
Yeah, I do. Oh, dude, we said that.
I hate the taglines. Like I don't even think there should be political parties in an election. It should be based 100%. Off of the people and what they.
We've gone over this before, but it's like for me, I'm like fiscally conservative, but it's selfishly because interest rates go down when a Republican's in office. Like that's just.
I don't think handouts helps anything.
Yeah. No, I don't either. And then as far as everything else,
financially giving away stuff and not letting people work for it is bad.
That's a problem. And then I think for everything else, I'm pretty damn liberal, to be honest with you. Like, well, guns. I like guns though. So guns, hunting, right? Is that right? Is that right wing or what is it? Conservative? Give me my guns.
Certain.
You know what? I just want people to do their own shit and be left alone. You want to do drugs? Do drugs. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want. What is that? I don't want the government taking my money. Is that libertarian? Am I libertarian?
Bangs my head. It did 9 years of college. What'd you graduate with, Tanya?
Yay! I'm a libertarian, but I think the rule is when you're a libertarian, you're not supposed to talk about that. You're not a libertarian.
Yeah, and then if you identify as a libertarian, the libertarians get real hairy with guns. Like that's the thing I don't.
I can have a nuclear weapon and nobody cares, right?
Yeah, like far super crazy libertarians are like, yeah, you can have nuclear bombs. It's no big deal. Like that's not okay. I don't think.
I want a nuke. I want a nuke. I want a nuke.
Yeah, like laser beams. Like no. And I don't like being classified as a certain group. Like I don't like that at all.
Well, you still have views that line. I guess I'm not a group.
The thing is, I'm the type of person where you're arguing with me. I'm not the person that's going to dig my feet in and fight back. Like if you're making good points, I'll be like, you're right.
Well, that's the thing. I like to listen to other people.
You got
too,
me.
right?
I think your idea is way better than mine. Let's go with that.
I will listen to other people as long as they're not ignorant. The thing that fires me up, and I think everybody knows this, is it's when you attack other groups of people. That drives me fucking bonkers. Yeah. That's when I fight back. Yeah, exactly.
It wasn't her specific account. It was we already talked about that. I'm still behind. I'm still trying to get people are commenting so
what
fast.
Nicole said. Your ADHD political think stream is wild.
It is. It's all over the place, man.
That's going to be that. When somebody asks me, "What are you politically?" I'm ADHD political.
I think people. Number one, the most important thing that should happen, and we should stay. You want to riot in the streets? Let's riot in the streets about age limits for all career politicians, term limits for all career politicians, and take the money completely out of politics. Give them a certain amount of money and say, "Hey, here's your class project. Here's what you get to run on, and here's the amount of money." And you can't use your own personal money because that's the argument for if you give them like a certain amount of money. Trump could have won because he just would have used his own personal money.
Right.
So the rich, that means that the rich will always win.
Yeah.
And the rich will rule the country. So, but those are three big things. If somebody ran on those three things,
Christopher Mahoney matters.
Immediately win.
Here's a good one. This is Chris from Mahoning Matters. They post on stuff all the time. We actually shared a link from them earlier. I'm semi-limited personality. I should be held responsible for things I post on my personal Facebook page. That's interesting. See, that's a good question to ask the crowd. Do you think people should be held responsible for their personal page? Well, the 60 people here. What do you think? Should people, if somebody posts something or you post something that your company disagrees with, can you be held liable for it, or should you be fired?
I don't think so. I've said some stupid shit on my Facebook page.
Look, I can't say hate speech on my page or I'd be fired and lose my professional license. Just to get us back on track.
I don't think you should be held responsible for stuff you say on your personal page.
But
unless you sign some kind of documentation with your employer saying you're not going to talk shit. If employers want to do that, then when you get your job, you should be signing some kind of contract that says, I'm not going to be an asshole on the internet.
Only if you're a state, so if you sign something saying like you're a reflection of this company,
yes, I will not be a dickhead online. If you sign that document, then yeah, they can fire you. But if you're just going with it and your employer doesn't like it and is like, well, we don't agree with that at this company, and then you get fired, that's stupid. I think that's wrong. You shouldn't
be held liable, but I think you would be.
100%. Yeah.
Are you allowed to mirror a coworker's posting and change it to the benefit?
Yeah, Luke, are you allowed to do that? Good question, Jerry. Great question, Jerry. Are you allowed to plagiarize the coworker's work?
Jerry, did you see the one I did today? I literally scratched out his phone.
Your face for those that don't know, he takes my posts all the time for marketing, and he scratches out my name and puts his own name, and then makes himself look better and posts it.
I do today. I left your picture in there. You look good in that picture. I left the picture of you up.
It was the back of my head, kind of.
Yeah, look good. Look good.
It's easy to not be judged on your personal page. Makes posts that only your friends can see. You make public posts, the public is going to react. Interesting.
If you say you were there.
And
that's the thing. A lot of social media, a lot of companies have handbooks that cover social media. That's a good point. He just said, look, you're the worst offender. Let's see here. I signed an agreement annually, never post who I work for. Essentially. Oh, dude. Yeah. We've done that a couple times too at some of the places.
But the thing is, so Kylie says this too. If you're an employer listed on your page and you act as representative of them, then yeah, I'd say you can be liable. It depends on the ethical standards and how you represent yourself as part of their company. Here's the thing. True, Kylie, true. But everybody hates that person, that scum of the earth person that sees something you post and then goes to your employer or like reviews your page and says, hey, so-and-so said this, they're a piece of shit. Like, those people are such losers. Like, why would you try and ruin somebody's life because they said something that you disagree with or they disagree with, or made an whatever joke, like a stupid joke? I think those people are such freaking losers.
Dude, you know the people who did it to me? It was the religious people,
right?
The ones when I made that video in front of the boob tent in front of the mall. I made the video being smart about boobs. They called my pastor, at my church, and said, "You need to watch your flock." They called work. They called my wife's work and said, "This is the guy." The religious people, the Christians, they're the ones that called trying to get me in trouble. I will never forget that. Nice try, by the way, assholes. You didn't get me.
And then I've had people on Instagram, like, there was, like, and this is why you should never go in the comment section and argue with people. Somebody commented something along the lines of, like, white people don't know what it's like to be racist, like, or something like that. And I said something, like, just joking. I said, and you can't interpret people on the internet, but I said something like, black people don't know what it's like to be sunburned. Like, I'm very pale. They'll never understand what it's truly like to be very, very sunburned. Also, you ever been the only white guy on an all-black basketball court? That's pretty racist.
Yeah.
You get absolutely beat on. Yeah. I've been absolutely beat on a basketball court. That was pretty racist. That hurt my feelings. And then somebody's thinking posted, he's a loan officer and he's not going to get any loans. You can report him to the NMLS. I'm like, come on, dude. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Dude, how many times have people threatened, oh, you guys are we got a threat the other day, you're going to lose business over this. It's like, dude, piss off.
Prejudice and racism are not the same thing. Okay.
Tanya, I don't think we skated over. We posted different things. How did we skate over multiple violations? We went over all of them.
Over the span of nearly a decade. I honestly, Tanya, I'm just going off of this incident. I don't know. I know there were some people were saying she said stuff in the past. I don't have any proof of that. I've been texted from a couple people about WFMJ today, but I honestly don't know the other stuff that she's done. And yeah.
Chris isn't. See, this is Chris and Chris. If you post something goofy if I post something goofy on my personal page and people say, "Hey, that's Chris from Mahoney Matters," it's the same thing as I post goofy on the pro page. I represent my brand. That's a good point too.
No.
It's
funny says prejudice and racism are not the same thing. Let's look up the definition of prejudice versus racism.
Yep.
What's your guesses? What's your guesses? Difference between prejudice and racism?
Yeah. We posted other screenshots from her harassing people, Tanya. Okay, here we go. Kylie says, well, you do that, I'm going to read this. It depends on your job, too. I work in marketing and public relations, so what I post is a reflection of me, which is why I try to leave religion and politics out of it. Anything I post is eligible for backlash, and that goes for Madonna as well due to the nature of her job. That's my point right there. It's her job. That makes it different, right? Ultimately, the way things are online, once it's out there, you can be prepared for the consequences. I'll check it out, Lisa. I can't right now. Hold on.
Basically, the saying the definitions, they're using them as synonyms. So, okay.
I don't think Sam, I agree. I don't think what she posted was hate speech. Like, I don't think anybody said that. At least we haven't said that. I think what she posted was inappropriate at the time, at the month right now, right? Being Gay Pride Month. I think it's a slam on that for sure. And then if you look at her,
it's definitely like a slap in the face.
100%.
It's definitely a smart ass slap in the face
because of the month it is, which she knows.
Why wouldn't you post that in January?
February, right? Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. That's the difference, right? That's the difference. Yeah. What she posted was implied. Unfortunately, that matters. Yeah, exactly.
Well, good discussion, everybody.
This has been great. Here. This has been a good one.
Everybody, if you haven't already, go down below. If you're mad at what we said tonight, give us an angry face. If you like us, give us thumbs up, heart, whatever. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. If you're ever buying a house, give us a call, Luke or me. Our phone number's all over the internet. Also, if you haven't already and you hate us, go give us a review on our Facebook page. Here's the thing. We only want terrible, awful Facebook reviews. So I think we have like a 2.4 out of 5. So we want that to be lower. Go give us a 1 or like a 0. And
hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta. Hold on, before we go, wait. I just got something good. Oh, dude, this is brutal. Lisa Toy just shared. So hold on. Oh my God.
Hi, honey.
I gotta share this. Hold on. This is freaking nuts. Can you read that, or no? Is it too small?
I can't. It's too small for me. Read it.
All right. This is from Madonna's personal page, posted on the Youngstown Professional Firefighters Local 312. In all caps, please come and learn why you don't want to support a fire chief that is black and smarter than all of you. It is called cultural conditioning. What is white privilege? Taking off the mask, public hosted by wow. That's how she started that. And then it just goes into what it is.
Was she saying that a black guy was
calling out white people, saying, please come and learn why you do not want to support a fire chief that is black and smarter than all of you.
But he's a black fire chief?
Right. She's talking to white people, Isaac.
Oh.
Please come and learn why you don't want to support a fire chief that is black and smarter than all of you. She's talking to the white people at the thing.
Oh, that don't like the black fire chief.
Bingo.
Got it.
Bingo. Wow. That's
I don't get behind the my best friend's black, by the way. Go look at my pictures.
Seriously.
I don't get. At the same time, I think there's a lot of, and I think it's wrong. Oh, sorry, honey. I think there's a lot of like turning tables that's trying to happen. It's like, why? Okay, with like racism and slavery and everything that happened, we weren't even here. My ancestors weren't even here. My dad is he came from Germany. Like he was born in Germany and came over here. Our ancestors didn't have slaves or even like do anything bad to black people. So like you guys, there is a bit of like trying to turn the tables, which I think is also wrong. Like, don't fight fire with fire. Let's all grow and be better together and truly move on. But I don't think that one. I think there's a large chunk of people that don't want to do that. They want to like turn the tables and like punish the other side for sins of the past.
Am I wrong in just thinking like? And again, correct. Like I just think of it like I know groups of people have been persecuted, right, and have been pushed down, and I get that. The only way all of us are going to move on, and it's on both sides, right? Black, white, not even both sides, all sides, whatever. All races, all colors, all whatever.
Yeah.
Is if we stop looking at it like black and white, right?
Yeah.
And that's truly what I try. Like you try and do it. Like I don't want to talk. Like I don't want to look at somebody and say they're black. I don't want to look at somebody and say they're Chinese. Like you know what I mean? It's a person. That's where I'm at in my life.
What was the name of the black dude that became friends with the Klansmen and then got him to hang up their tape? What was that dude's name?
Oh, I forget. That's fantastic. It's on Rogan. It's fantastic. But it's like, why can't we do that? And it's not just, and I know white people do it, black people do it, Chinese people do it, Indians, everybody does it. How can you do that when it's constantly thrown in your face? Because I don't listen to other people, Lori. I try not to be influenced. I mean, you are, it's natural, but you try not to be influenced by the people around you. I don't listen to the news. I don't fall victim to that. I do what I want, how I want to do it. I believe what I want. I'm not going to listen to other people. I'm not going to listen to news. I'm not going to listen to some politicians. I'm not going to listen to some movie star telling me what to do and say. I'm going to look at both sides and decide.
Daryl Davis.
Make sense?
He befriended KKK members over the past 30 years, and they gave him their robes. Clayton Bigsby. No, not Chappelle, not Dave Chappelle. Daryl Davis.
Stop. Dan, stop. Clayton Bigsby.
But he sat with Klansmen in like hostile territory, befriended them by having a discussion with them and being like, hey, listen, you must understand, we have more similarities than you think. And he was big into jazz, so he'd play them like jazz, and they'd be like, oh, you're actually pretty cool. And he's like, yeah. You don't have to hate it. Like, you don't have to hate all my people. There are good people and there are bad people.
Yeah,
we should be friends. And then they all like gave him their cloaks and robes and shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, watch that. It's good.
That's good.
Real good.
So good.
All right. We gotta go. I gotta go golfing in the morning.
But thank you everybody for watching. Like we said, sponsor is
sorry about us rambling and going all over the place like we
all.
For those of you who don't watch us, this is what we do.
But thank you so much for being here. And we're loan officers and real estate agents. If you need one, give us a call. We'll help you out. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to sleep. I'm tired.
Oh, are we doing that quick? We're done?
You're gonna close this thing? Hold on.
Yeah. Bye, everybody. Love you guys.
What did you say?
I said don't be jerks. Don't be jerks.